the motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with a remote teaching and learning person to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students.
Subject Maths, Standard 7, Chapter 13, Part 1, Topic Pythagoras Theorem. You can see the heading is given Pythagoras Theorem. Introduction to Pythagoras Theorem. Pythagoras was a Greek mathematician who worked out a simple way of calculating the length of any side of a right-angled triangle using the length of the other two sides. You can see here this is a right-angled triangle. One side is the longest side, other are the two sides, side 1 and side 2. This is the base, this is the longest side, and this is the perpendicular. This is the symbol for 90 degree. You can see in this figure, the Pythagoras theorem describes the relationship between the length of the legs means side, and the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. If one angle is 90 degree, the triangle is called right angle. This is a right angle triangle. Leg means what? Side. This is the symbol for 90 degree. This is the leg of right angle triangle. This is called base. This is the longest side of the triangle. It is called hypotenuse. So they tell that relation between the length of the legs and the hypotenuse. A square plus b square equal to c square. In mathematics, the Pythagorean theorem, also known as Pythagoras theorem, is a fundamental relation in Euclidean geometry among the three sides of a right angle triangle. It states that the area of the square whose side is the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the areas of the square on the other two sides. This theorem can be written as an equation relating the length of the sides A, B and C, often called the Pythagorean equation. A square plus B square equals C square, where C represents the length of the hypotenuse and A and B are the length of the triangle's other two sides. C is what here? Hypotenuse. A and B are the other two sides, length of the other two sides. Now let us see what are the application and uses of Pythagoras theorem in real life, where we can use that. It is the starting place for trigonometry. It is used to measure the unknown heights of the objects. It is used in navigation, cartography, finding angles of elevation and depression. You can see here, these are height is given, angle of elevation is given, and angle of depression is given. Now let us see Pythagorean theorem. Here we can find the length of the ladder. The length of the ladder is this, C. This we have to find out. Here base A is given 12 feet, height is given, perpendicular is given 16 feet. We have to find out hypotenuse. So it is making an angle of what? Right angle triangle. So we can make use of Pythagorean theorem here and can find the length of the ladder. So like this way, if we want to find the height of or the length of the ladder, we can use Pythagoras theorem. Now here you can see two buildings are given here. The height of the one building is given 32 meter and another building is given total 41 meter. The difference in height of the two building is 9 meter. Here the difference of the base is 12 meter. Distance is what? 12 meter. Height is given 9 meter, and here we have to find the distance between A and C. A and C is what? Hypotenuse here. So if we use Pythagoras theorem, we are able to find out the length of the segment AC. The foot of the ladder is placed 6 feet from a wall. See, this is a wall. Distance between wall and foot of the ladder is 6 feet. If the top of the ladder rests 8 feet above on the wall, the height of the wall is what? 8 feet. How long is the ladder? We have to find out the length of the ladder. The same method as we have done in the above slide. Hypotenuse we have to find out. We will use Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Now, what is Pythagoras theorem? The theorem in geometry that in a triangle with one right angle, usually called a right angle, the square of the length of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the length of the other two sides. See, these are the length of the two sides given. This is hypotenuse here. So, the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of other two sides. Now, let us see. In this given figure, squares are given here. This is green color. This is blue. This is tan color. Now, area of green square. If the side is given A, all the sides will be A. So, area of square will be what? Side into side means A into A square. Area of this will be what? All the sides are given B. Means area of square formula is what? Side into side. B into B is what? B square. If we want to find the area of blue one square, side is given what? C. So, side into side is equal to C into C. Area of this is equal to what? C square. So, we come to know from this given figure that A square plus B square, sum of the square of two sides, is equal to square of the longest side. Pythagoras theorem. The figure is given here. Squares are made with the different colors. For any right angle triangle with sides A and B and hypotenuse H, the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of other two sides. Now let us prove this Pythagoras theorem. You know that this is a square. Inside also one more square is there. It divided this square inside, divided this bigger square in 4 right angle triangles. See, the length of the side AB is given A plus B. Length of the side DC will be equal to A plus B. BC will be equal to what? A plus B. AD will be equal to what? A plus B. Here we are going to first find the area of square ABCD. If area of square ABCD we are finding, we know that area of square is what? Side into side. What is the length of this side? A plus B. What is the length of this side? A plus B. So, A plus B into A plus B will be equal to what? A plus B whole square. Now, how many triangles are there? 4 triangles. What is the formula of area of triangle? Half base into height. Half base into height. So, here area of 4 triangle equal to 4 half, base is given what? A, and height is given here what? B. See, this is base and this is height. So, A into B. How many triangles are there? 4. So, 4 into half into A into B, we will get equal to 2AB. So, area of square EFGH is equal to C square. How we get C square? You can see that the length of the sides is given C. So, side into side is what? C into C equal to C square. Now, area of ABCD equal to area of EFGH plus area of triangles. Area of ABCD is what? We get A plus B whole square. Area of EFGH we get C square. Area of triangles we get 2AB. So, we substituted the values here. We can write A plus B whole square as A plus B into A plus B equal to C square plus 2AB. When we open the brackets, we get A square plus 2AB plus B square equal to C square plus 2AB. You can see 2AB and 2AB are on both sides, left hand side and right hand side also. We will cancel this. We will get A square plus B square equal to C square. This is our Pythagoras theorem. C is the hypotenuse, A is the perpendicular and B is the base. So we have proved that square of two sides is equal to square of the greatest side. Now Pythagoras theorem we can see here also. The area of a square on the hypotenuse equal to the sum of the areas of the square on other two sides. See, this is hypotenuse, this is perpendicular and this is base. Base is given B, height is given A and longest side is given C. So area of a square A will be what? A into A square. Area of a square B, base is what? B into B square. Area of square C will be equal to C into C square. The theorem relating the length of the sides ABC can be written as an equation called the Pythagoras equation or Pythagorean equation. Therefore, A square plus B square equal to C square. Thank you children. Have a nice day. Please go through the link given below for the e-textbook.